What's the underlying message you want to convey through your art?
I think the most important thing for me is always inspiring others to chase what they want in life, whatever they have their passion on, whether that's through their businesses. But that's my underlying message, is that if you have a vision, to pursue it, no matter how long it takes you. It may take you 7 years, 8 years to do it, but hey man, we're all on this earth for one life. There's no second chance at this. Just want to inspire everybody to chase their dreams.
The problem is that you're living your life as if everyone around you is watching you and judging you. That's why you're too afraid to make a move. That's why you're stuck in the same place. The truth is, they're not watching. Everyone's stuck in their own world, thinking the same thing you are.
Why photography?
Photography was just a way to express myself. I think coming up in terms of when I was young, like very young, it was like through sports, through basketball, soccer, and I wanted another outlet maybe I could pursue that in. So I think for me it's just a sign of expression, and I think it worked out for the best. My photography has evolved over time just based on a lot of factors, such as my mood, what stage I was in life, and what I had access to. Earlier on in my career, I wouldn't say I had a lot of people that I wanted to because the starting point of photography, you're not good, so I couldn't have a lot of models. So that's why I was shooting more landscape, more city stuff, just because I can control my environment a little bit better, a little bit more. But as I transitioned to making better connections and better relationships with people and people trusting in my vision, that's when I transitioned more to portraits. But now I feel like I could dibble and dabble in each perspective just because my skill level has improved over time, and it is always improving. Why is this the right time to showcase your art? I don't think there's such thing as a right time. Honestly, I was going to push this gallery back to next year just because I felt like this summer there's a lot of things in the works, in the background, but I felt that there's every summer I tell myself I'm going to push it back, I'm going to work, my work's always going to get better. So I just said this needs to be a pivotal timeline and a pinpoint on a time in my life. And I felt that I'm going to have to sit out a summer, and I'm okay with sitting out summers. I think a lot of people need to learn how to accept that. Sometimes you got to sit out a summer for something that's you. You got to be selfish in a way. But you got to be selfish to become selfless. What legacy do you hope to leave through not only your photography, but through this gallery? I think the legacy I want to leave is that Notorious Lenses, NTL or Case has always tried his best and always put his foot forward to putting ideas forward. That's the legacy I want to leave behind. I always want to be the person that, hey, every idea that he spoke about, every idea that he ever envisioned, he tried it, made it to reality, maybe failed. But on my deathbed, I want to be leaving behind a legacy where I tried every route and I gave it my all. That's the legacy I want to leave.
That's just about a golden rule in the mob. It's not about money.
I just need my space right now.
My name good, my face clean, my pockets full, my people straight.
Yeah, signage is like, even if like people want to walk in.
Yeah.
You're just walking down the street,
But even like here, like even when you first walk in to have your own signage,
There's more.
It's a state-of-the-art projector. Really, you can see everything even during the day, you know? So,
I had this idea of building, like the structure in terms of, what do you call it? Making clouds.
Making clouds.
Like honestly, like probably like
Keep pointing.
Go to like those cheap stores. I don't know.
Well,
Arts and crafts that have like already pre-made clouds, and then we build a structure like maybe a 4x4 structure, and then it comes in. But the thing is that it has to be like when somebody walks on it, it doesn't like maybe it has like a trampoline or
Like on the.
not on the staircase, like just on the walkway from the door. The staircase, people are gonna hurt themselves. Of like artists, and then the other half is like landscape photos with the city that do all the Middle East, Africa, the U.S., Toronto. So the whole theme of this is for me.
For example, shop always look for photos of video over here. We can have like 3, we can have like 2. We can have like a frame sitting here with photo names. Like in between both of these. I assume we don't want to close the window there, we want to like deal with
I really like love that.
Yeah.
Just in terms of like, I don't want people to stay in the average maybe 40 minutes in this space. So even if like people get tired, maybe if you have to have any chairs, maybe like, not too many chairs, but maybe like 3, 4.
You're better off when you be like trying to steal some from downstairs as opposed to like.
My name's Arun, and I'm a multidisciplinary creative. For this project, I mainly worked on the set design along with some visual and marketing assets and the creative behind them along with Lena. The overall idea and concept for the gallery came out pretty naturally after going to the space, kind of seeing what they had and what we could use that was already there, and then going back and seeing what we wanted to and thought we could create for the space. Ended up selling on something pretty simple. Really wanted to highlight the photos and create a welcome environment for people to experience the photos and then hang out for the day if they wanted to. So we ended up arranging the photos in a sort of color spectrum along the wall, put them at eye level. It went from black and white to color, and then from cool to warm tones. And then we hung some photos around the staircase. 2 photos a case on the sides, and then 1 collage of photos that were meaningful to him in the middle. This kind of created a U shape that allowed like for a flow of the gallery for people to walk from one side to the other. And then at the back we created this sort of living room area where people could hang out and chill. Yeah.
How's man talk about pressure? I don't feel pressure. Send a text on the chat line, give out some testers. Then back to my leisure. I got bro to the end card, that's my brother. That's my brother, that's my brother. I ain't got no.
My name's Lena and I create.
How did this idea / layout come together?
I mean, the idea for the gallery came from Casey entirely. I was brought onto the team through them, and I was very eager to support the vision.
What was the inspiration behind the design process?
Essentially, we took the tagline, or basically the title for the gallery, Behind the Lens, and we ran with it. We really wanted to see how far we could push this concept of, you know, the photographer versus the technology they use, and I think we really brought that together in a cohesive way for the gallery, and it really expanded people's experience for what a gallery could be.
What were some difficulties and some challenges?
I mean, I think the goal of the design process was to do more with less, and with that comes problem solving. In my language, creativity means to solve problems, so I think we really just went forward with that and did the best that we could.
All right, guys, it's your boy NTL. So we're out here the day before the big day. It's Saturday right now. We're at the venue right now, just making sure that everything is on point in terms of placements, horizontally, vertically, using laser levelers. Hey man, I should have paid more attention in physics class because a lot of things I'm researching how to keep the room cool for you guys and everything. But yeah, I just want to thank everybody on the team, Kamal, Arun, Lena, Mayhoose, Deqa, and also the venue, It's Okay. Shout out Saeed, Shout out Winta, shout out Nigel. I just want to thank everybody, for allowing us to have this. My debut gallery, Behind the Lens, the biggest event of the year. Just trying to make sure that everything's on point. If you didn't come out, you're watching this, damn, that's crazy. This is the biggest event of the year. I'm just humbled to be here in this position, working on this for the last 6 years. All I gotta say is the vision was there 6 years ago. I just needed a platform,
I'm alone with thoughts of you in my
It's Mahad, aka Mayhoose. My business is Haiku.io, specializes in business development, events, and print.
Who reached out to you to make this gallery a reality?
Casey did. He reached out to me sometime during, I think it was May, during the Black House sessions. He came to me with this idea, said, listen, I have this really cool idea for a gallery. I want to make it happen. And yeah, I thought it was dope, so we jumped on board.
What role did you play in making this gallery official?
I'd say my specific role here was prints, kind of just making sure everything was printed. All brand materials and all the gallery prints were printed on time for the gallery. Was my role.
What steps did you take to help Casey ensure his dream of his gallery came true?
The steps I guess I took were pretty much just running with the vision. The vision was pretty clear and concise. So I'd say playing my role in running with the vision and doing what it had to take to make it happen.
Anyways, we're out here getting ready for the day. Behind the Lens, the biggest event of the year, the biggest gallery of the year. You're watching this because you missed out, right? Tough. Nah, but you came and you're watching this. Appreciate you guys. Always love. This is just, I'm just giving you guys free game. If you got passion that you want to pursue, anything in life that you want to pursue, there's never going to be a perfect time. Just do it. Just put it together and do it. I'm just telling you, I'm just a kid from Scarborough, you know what I mean? Just picked up the camera and chased his dreams. That's all it is.
now listening to young chicks.
When you were sleeping on trains and you're homeless and your mom's kicked you out and all them thing there, people would have loved to shit on you. So now that you're doing your thing and you're going in, stay.
Done a graveyard shift last night, woke up today and got straight back to it. Done a graveyard shift last night, woke up today and got straight back to it. Took me an L, no problem, I got on my grind, got straight back to it. Had to handle a call in the middle of G and I put down my phone, got straight back to it. They free my bro, got straight back to it. Bro, fresh home, got straight back to it. Done a graveyard shift last night, woke up today and got straight back to it. Took me an L, no problem, I got on my grind, got straight back to it. Had to handle a call in the middle of G and I put down my phone, got straight back to it. They free my bro, got straight back to it. Bro, fresh home, got straight back to it. Look, we all go through hard times, that's why it's live yours and it's not live mine. You gotta turn up sometimes, live life. You gotta work harder, you're not gonna shine. Told the promoter I'm not performing if I can't come with all of the guys. I got the ball right now, it's my time, but I told bro, go long, go wide.
What's next? Allah knows. But what maybe I want to do, maybe what I want to pursue, is I want to go into a different lane. And that different lane in photography is going to mean something that's going to drive my passion and something that's been boiling. My first passion was with cars. So I really want to get into car photography, whether that's through the design aspect of, being in the design room with maybe taking portraits of the designers of various car brands, to car meets. I really want to indulge myself in that community and create a new project with that. So that's the next step for me. Hopefully, the next gallery will have that.
Early in the morning, are you still in bed? Visions of love we made running through your head.